Wake up and smell the coffee, Mr. LaRusso.
Extreme situations require extreme measures.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Cobra Kai Karate. Welcome back to a brand new videos. And guys, we just got some huge Cobra Kai Season 6 news of some certain characters that could return this season. So I'm not wasting time. Let's get right into it. So we had a fan on Twitter posting this, saying, without naming names, how likely are we to see a new appearance of the Karate Kid 4 movie? Thinking of the hawk, obviously the hawk, the animal hawk in the movie. But John Harris, the creator writer of Cobra Kai, says this: I can't promise the hawk or any Oscar winners in this photo. I will never give potential spoilers, but rest assured we will have at least one character from the Karate Kid film return that hasn't yet appeared in Cobra Kai. So very, very interesting. So I think the obvious place the mind goes is Julia Pierce, and I think that's very possible. But before we even jump on that theory, we do know the creators like to just say stuff. They like to rally up the fans, get everyone excited, and then it still happens, but not in the way you think. So this could be something as small as like a really small character returns, or maybe even a flashback of a character. He could just be saying this to get everyone excited and get people theorizing, get people talking, but it doesn't actually happen. Could happen, but with this one, I believe that he is telling the truth, and I believe that he understands that there really has not been any news or really anything for Cobra Kai fans to talk about, and he just wants to give something out there to have them theorize about. And I think he knows that we know who it truly is, and I believe that's Julia Pierce. So let's get into what Julia Pierce exactly will be doing in season 6, if she is, and most likely is after this tweet. Now, even if she will be in the season, I still do not believe that she will have a big role, in my opinion, because, there's just so much stuff to do. I just don't think that her character could fit into like a big picture of season 6. If Julia returns, I see it being more around the end as a cameo, or she's at the Segai Taika. I don't see her coming in as like a huge character. It is very much possible. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that character, but there's so much stuff you got to answer of that character. You got to build on that character. So much things you got to address with that character that it would just be very tough to fit that in with the whole huge story going on. There's a huge story going on. We have our characters we have now that we really need to focus on for this big story. So to bring in Julia, it would have to take a lot of that away to have her fit into the big story. And I don't think she really even would fit. I don't know what exactly she would do. I don't think if she still does karate and she could help train the students, that's the only way I could see it. But we don't know if she even still does karate. So if she is in season 6, I do believe that she will just be more of a cameo, not like just like a one-day cameo. Maybe she's a bigger cameo, like an Allie is season 3. I guess you could consider her a cameo, but she still had a pretty big part in that final part of the story. So I think it'll be the same for Julia Pierce. She's technically a cameo, but her role will be like, Allie's in season 3, like a bigger cameo. Okay, now we talked about Julia Pierce. Let's talk about some other potential characters that could come back. And I want you guys to let me know in the comments. If it's not Julia Pierce, who do you think it is? The first one I come to is Mr. Miyagi. And I know we were going to say, hey, Mr. Miyagi's passed away. I know. But I was talking more about a flashback. I do think the season could do a flashback of Mr. Miyagi. Now, what they would do exactly with that, maybe they don't show his face, it's just someone walking in and they can have a voiceover. I'm fine with that. But I think a flashback of Mr. Miyagi for a certain scene to motivate Daniel or something is very much possible. And here's one that a lot of people think will happen, but I just want to address it that it won't, is Dutch. I think Dutch was a great character in Karate Kid. And if the actor did not say this, then I think he would definitely be on the table to come back. But the actor, Chad McQueen, who played Dutch, said back in season 2 that he does not want to play this character again. He's been very vocal that he does not want to act. He does not want to go back to this. And he's dead focused on his career in racing cars or something. I'm not exactly sure what he does. Because he was actually supposed to be in Cobra Kai season 2, but he didn't because he just did not want to do it. So that's why they had to bring up that whole thing that he's in jail and everything. That was never in the script. They had to rewrite that because he just did not want to be in it. So it will not be Dutch unless the actor has a change of heart. And honestly, really besides that, I can't really think of any other characters that would come back. There's still a couple other characters you could talk about, but they're really small. Obviously, characters in Karate Kid 4 like Dugan or, the Alpha Elites, whatever they're called. I'm really hoping and praying that they do not return, because those are some of the worst villains I've ever witnessed by my human eyes. So I do not want those guys to return. Nothing against the actors, but those characters were just ridiculous. And I think almost collectively every Cobra Kai Karate Kid fan can agree that we do not want to see him come back. But hey, one last one I'll put out there. What if it's Freddy Fernandez? I'm just saying, I would love to see him return. If you really think about it, Freddy Fernandez is the real bully in Karate Kid. Everyone always says, is it Daniel? Is it Johnny? I think it's Freddy Fernandez. He knew all along what was going on, that Daniel and Johnny would start fighting. And he just wanted it to happen, and it was perfectly planned. You never know. You never know. Okay, I don't know what the hell I'm even talking about. Yeah, Freddy Fernandez, maybe. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think about this tweet? Who do you guys think it is? Do you think it's Julia Pierce? Do you think it's the obvious answer? Or do you think it's something different? And if it is Julia Pierce, if it's not Julia Pierce, what will it affect in the show of Cobra Kai? How big will it be? How big will it not be? All those questions. I love to hear you guys what to say. I love hearing different theories from different fans, because it's always good to look at a theory or something from a different eye, different mind and everything. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Always remember, extreme situations require extreme measures.